The son led Raymond to a bright, spacious room where the bedridden father lay, motionless. A pungent, unpleasant odor filled the air, something Raymond hadn't encountered often in his previous cases. The son, embarrassed, apologized for the smell, but Raymond reassured him that it was natural for someone in such a state. The son was taken aback by Raymond's calmness. Other healers had frowned or recoiled when they entered the room. Raymond asked how long the patient had been bedridden and if he could be moved slightly. With his son's help, they carefully turned the man over, revealing the deep sores on his lower back. Though the sight was disheartening, Raymond remained focused. He was relieved that while the sores were severe, they hadn't yet reached the bones. He could still help. Seeing the concern on the son's face, Raymond quickly reassured him. He explained that the first step would be to remove the dead tissue and restore the skin, a promise that other healers had made but failed to deliver. The son was understandably skeptical, noting that even with previous treatments, the sores had always returned. Raymond, however, confidently stated that his method was different. He began by explaining his plan. He would perform a minor surgery to remove the dead tissue and drain the pus. The son, hearing words like surgery and removing tissue, was shocked and confused. But Raymond, having grown accustomed to such reactions, simply smiled and asked the son to trust him. With no assistant to aid him, Raymond relied on the patient's son, who nervously agreed to help. After preparing the necessary instruments, Raymond donned his medical robe and checked his system screen. His perception points had increased, and he noted with satisfaction that his skill in surgeon's dexterous hands had improved, boosting his confidence further. With precise, practiced movements, Raymond began the operation. He carefully removed the dead tissue and drained the pus, all the while using herbs with natural antibiotic properties to prevent infection. The patient's son watched in awe, shocked by the speed and efficiency with which Raymond worked. When the first stage of the procedure was complete, the son asked, astonished, if that was all. Raymond nodded, explaining that the next step was simple. The patient just needed to be turned regularly to prevent further bedsores from forming. The son, still bewildered, admitted that no other healer had mentioned something as straightforward as this. Raymond explained that bedsores were caused by lack of movement, something most people, even experienced healers, overlooked. Though confident in his approach, Raymond wasn't entirely satisfied with the patient's overall condition. He instructed the son to stay vigilant and watch his father closely until he recovered. The son, grateful and overwhelmed, showered Raymond with praise, amazed at how quickly the healer had tackled a problem that others had deemed incurable.